I thought we'd have a go at making a jib crane. Got an old stand here and a couple of old bikes, so I'm going to try and make something out of that for fun. Might fit this up so it goes on top of the dolly afterwards, depends how heavy it is. Might need extra wheels on the dolly, that's the only thing. So all this will make this. This is the bike made into a jib of sorts. Needs some more refinements, but I'll show you how we made it in bits and pieces. Right, so we're going to make a jib crane somehow out of this. I'm going to cut this bit off of the front of the bike here. And we're going to get that fitted on here somehow. And that'll give us a bearing with revolving forks. Of course, straight up and down, so we'll have to work something out there. To give us a multi-axis jib crane. So we should have a vertical, horizontal and side to side, and then somehow we'll try and work out how to rotate the camera on the end of it so it can go 360 on the end of the jib as well, but that's quite difficult. I haven't worked that one out yet. The first job is cut up this old bike, which is going to dump anyway, fit that onto this stand here, and that will give us our bearings to rotate, because the ones I've seen on YouTube, they've used tripod mountings and they haven't been very strong, so we use a mountain bike, it should be strong enough I think. This steel thing here, which we're going to doctor a wee bit as well. I'm going to attempt to take the bend out of these forks with a big hammer and 2 blocks. Don't know if it'll work or not, but I'd like that to be nice and straight, but see what happens. Give it a bash, as they say. And some bits of wood and stuff. So we've straightened out the bike forks a bit. They're a bit bent up and bashed like, but taking most of the bend out of them now, so when we spin it won't move over to the side quite so much. A little bit maybe, but it's fairly straight. So we'll go and cut off the bit this sits into off the front of the bike and fix it into this stand. I think I'm going to take this bit out and just put it straight in, and that will give me my 2 sets of bearings of rotating for our starting point, and then we'll have 2 fixed axes here somehow. So I'm going to wait to cut the bit off the bike. Okay, we've got the kingpin bit off of here for the forks of the old bike here that's going to dump. I might use more bits of that yet, and then I've cleaned it all up, so it'll go here. And I'm now going to weld these lugs onto it. This is the kingpin, and then our forks will sit it back in here. 2 sets of bearings, it should give us quite a solid bit. So we'll go and do that. Done the welding now, and that's it fixed in there. I've just tidied up the grinder a little bit, and then we'll work in the forks that will sit in the top here. Tighten up at the bottom, put the race. Everything's still hot, so we're going to let it cool down for a good while now. Then we'll have to think about pivot points and how we're going to work that. I have some ideas with skateboard bearings and bits of wheels. So we've fitted the forks on here now, and I think we're going to use this old wheel I got from the dump. So I've got a 360 that way, and we've got a 360 this way. And we're going to get rid of the wheel and just use the centre one. I've taken the hub out the centre of the wheel, and I've made up this bit here, so we're going to set it fit on there like that, one each side. That'll give us our pivot beam. And then we'll fit the wheels onto the end of there. It's a bit of work. The wheels are packed up, so that's going to take me a while. We've made up this bit out the back of an old bike here. And we've used the forks for our rotation here. And we've got a hub here. That's going to go on like that. So we'll get from there, it takes it up to 7 foot. What we'll do now is we'll make up a counterweight out this way. So I've used the bottom bar out the bike, a couple of bits of the old bed, and then we'll weld that onto the other bit. It'll be quite long, but see how it goes. So there's the basic thing. It's heavier at that end at the moment, but that's good because that'll balance out the camera. We'll put on some kind of weights. It's little bit jiggly, so I'm going to put a bracket over here just to strengthen it. What is this strengthening bar here? It'll do for a carrying handle. You put the wheel on there. The wheel's not staying. I'm going to cut the wheel down to lighten the load because it's quite heavy now at this end with the weight of the wheel. So we'll cut all the spokes off and just use the hub. We've got our seesaw here now for a bit of our Jib Crane, and I've cut the front off another old bike. So what I'm going to do is somehow make that go on there, and that'll pivot that way, and that'll pivot that way, and then we'll have a pivot for the camera, give us a 3-axis for the camera. Well, that's my 3-axis thing made, so I've used this, cut a pedal off here. I'm going to use the pedal, I'm going to mount the camera on the pedal so that'll rotate that way. We've got rotation 360 that way. We've also got a swinging arm that way. The controls, I don't know how I'm doing them yet. I just wanted to show you how I made the tilting mechanism. I don't know if you can see, but this arm here is the brake lever that sits on the forks of the bike, just here, but it's got a spring in it, so I used the spring to take it back, and there's a cable going down to the other end to a gear change lever, so I'll just move it and let you see it working. Oh, and we used another lever here with a fulcrum point to pull it up and down, and it moves the tilt head. So I'm up at the other end now, you can't just see me there. So as I release it, the spring takes it back to give it the tilt, and as I pull it back, it brings it back. It's about 6 months later since the first bits was filmed. I had some great fun trying to get various things to work, but what I did is I put the forks pointing up the way rather than down the way, and now it goes back up 7 feet high and everything just clicked. So what you can do on here is you can manually turn it to 90 degrees and the tilt head will still work, and you can shoot sideways. I was going to try and get it with cables to do it, but I couldn't get it to work. So I've got it now that it clicks into various points of the compass, so to speak. Right, I had to add this bar here, which gives us the, as you go up and down, it gives you the true up and down, stays straight as you go up and down the actual camera head. There's a couple of adjustments on here so you can change it, so if you don't want it to stay straight you can put it at a bit of an angle. That runs on a bearing, skateboard bearing again, my old favourite in here. Just below the centre pivot point. I've got everything running on bearings still, skateboard bearing in here as well. So I'll show you what we did at the other end, but that needs some work as well. Right, originally I just had these old welding bottles tied on, but I welded them on so they wouldn't move, and then on here we can stick different weights on to balance out the camera. But what I've found when we were doing some filming in the summer, because this end's the same length as that end, it amplifies any movement you do at this end. So what I'm planning to do when the weather's a bit better is shorten the back end. This is the old bottom bracket off the bike. We'll pull it down to here somewhere, and we'll suspend these weights down the way so they always stay on a straight axis as they go down as well. Because what you find with the weights going up and down like that, it takes it up and down too quick. And this is where gear change here. So what I'll do now is I'll put the camera on the jib and let you see my other shed. This is especially for Robert's dad. Right, I've turned the pan and tilt head sideways, so we're just going to go round in a wee circle to angle it down a wee bit. Right, so we'll just do a 360 round. I don't think it's sitting on level 4 at the moment, that's a problem. But should we? Once I get the weight shifted, hopefully that'll stop that. Take you round and I'll take you up high in a minute and we can have a 360 up high. That's you coming round again. Hope you're not getting dizzy. Right, let's go up high. see the lighting. This is going up high and we'll fan down, I think. Let me see what's going on. Fan it down a bit. There we go. You're up about nearly 8 feet there. Spin around again. See, I've got the pivot head 90 degrees to the jib at the moment. So let me see what's going on. This isn't the best camera for doing it. I'm hoping to get a better camera after Christmas, which is, this is the 1st of December, so work that out for yourselves. Well, there you go. And I'll come back down again. This is really to let Robert's dad see the shed. And by the way, as they say down in Glasgow, that over there is the makings of a dolly that doesn't need any trucks. So that was a dolly I was making with some skateboard trucks. It shouldn't need any tracks, it should just run on the road, but it's quite noisy. It's the only problem, running on the road. It's as noisy as a skateboard, so you'd have to edit the sound out somehow. Once I get everything shifted on the jib, it should be even steadier than it is now. Quite smooth.